Hello, if somebody is on, if you could help me please with the sound check, that would be great if you can hear me. Hey JPEG, thank you. We can hear you, but there is a loud noise in the background. Okay, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, that's I on my level on here. Let's see. Settings. We wouldn't want that. So. Desktop. Okay, all of this. I think it's a fan. No, sir. I am in California, as you know, and I'm not using any fan per se. I mean, is it a noise like it's coming from the computer, you think, or is it think it's an outside noise? I am sitting opposite of my kitchen, so if it's outside, it's not from the mic. It's the fridge just starts just making a regular fridge noise, but it's not to overpower my voice, right? Let's see, as we have 5 minutes on here. Let's see. What I can do. Okay, let's try to use the speaker, and let's try to use the speaker for this thing, and disable everything else. If that fails, well, we'll know. Okay, let's try this. If I say apply and I say okay, okay. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties with the sound, so as of now, at least the broadcasting software is telling me that there is some sound, but there was a background noise that's so some of you, or actually everybody was hearing, right? How about now? So let me know, folks, how it is right now. I mean, if this thing will not let us do a live trading, that would be a shame. Yeah. Well, in any case, let's see. It is 11:43 Pacific, meaning it is 2:43 Eastern time. The market will be closing in an hour and 17 minutes. Notwithstanding the extra 15 minutes for QQQ, you are looking at a 15-minute chart of QQQ. We were trying to see if we could close the day on here. It has been a pretty tight range trade so far today. Yeah. So which one we are looking at? This is an hour chart. On here, the high of the day has been 302.48. The lowest price of the day has been 278. So this is barely an ATR of $4 on here on QQ. Has been very tight. So there was a swing trade on there that I took earlier, but it was like how much was it? It was like 50-60% gain really. So we're trying to see if it can break below 299 on here. There's plenty of room on the 1 hour charts. But on the 15-minute chart, this is what QQQ look like. So basically, it's showing us that, okay, previous support has been here at 299. Well, it just hit it on the Bollinger Band again. So in this case, hey, maybe this thing will actually go back up. And in that case, we should be considering in the last hour something like the 301 calls or thereabout. That's really the situation on QQQ. A very frustrating Monday really. I mean, it's just that when the market is not moving, right, it's range bound, it's very extremely difficult to hear. Oh, JPEG saying is better now. I didn't change anything, folks. Yeah, so I'm using the mic directly. So thank you, JPEG, for the feedback. Okay, so CSC Peony, he's a new trader in our Discord. Okay, this is what I've been telling you guys about. Everybody who comes on here, this is Miss Elaine. Maybe we don't want that. What does Miss Elaine need? Okay, let me try to answer her. I don't feel with making trade today. There is no trade here. Okay, so that's fine. I think Skip, the name is Skip. You're a brand new trader in our Discord, right? Okay, so here's a live trading session, folks. There are 4 people. This is what when new traders come in, they will ask, the last live trading session that you made was like a week ago, so you don't make them anymore. What's the purpose of making this live trading session, folks, if there are 4 people on? It has no value whatsoever for me, because this strategy, each and every one of you who is on the call, we will teach you how to trade this on your one-on-one coaching session, and you don't need a live trading session per se, because for me, I feel as if I'm taking time away from doing something else. I could be generating content. Like if you haven't seen it, for some of you, go check the video that we just posted on triple bottom. There are a lot of triple bottom patterns right now on the in any stock chart, right? So if you look at a lot of stock chart, since the market has been going down in 2022 so far, stock have hit bottom. We don't know if they're bottom. They have hit a low price, yeah, and then that low price is being tested again. So that creates a lot of triple bottom pattern. We reckoned last week, for instance, Netflix was in that scenario, and after its earning, there was a breakout with a great trade. We gave you on that video that we just posted. Check it on this channel. Triple bottom pattern is the name of the video, along with, as you are used to it by now, there's an article with further detail on the blog Successful Trading. So for me, those are the type of things that I think they can bring value for you guys as traders. The rest of the time, really, your knowledge, you're going to be picking it up in the one-on-one coaching session which are free for all our subscribers, right? You have unlimited coaching session where you go to the calendar online and you pick a time that's convenient for you. You and I and me, we get together and we will be able to go over any question that you have about the strategies and such that you are just more familiar with what we do on here. So that's the reason why this live session for me, they have just felt like, really, I don't have any motivation for them because of the lack of audience. All right, so as we are saying that, this is QQQ, folks, and let's make sure that we can see on here. You see where VWAP is. We have been below VWAP on this 15-minute chart for the last 7 candles, and now it is testing below, is testing 299 level as well. This is well, not ideal. This is the logical conclusion of it, the day on here, because there was a resistance here at 301 that was in place relatively early. The timeline you see here on the chart, they are Eastern time, so yes, I don't have to do the conversion into Pacific to Eastern time. So the current candle here, it's 2:45 Eastern. Yep, and therefore let's see what's QQQ going to close on here today. As a reminder, in case you are not aware, the FOMC event is on this coming Wednesday starting at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We know how to trade FOMC here. We created a video which is actually getting some positive feedback. This weekend I responded to some of the comments on the people who are actually seeing value on there. What it is, I did a research over a couple of years, I believe, of the behavior of QQQ around FOMC, and that data is available to us. We use it as an empirical data so that we can you can take advantage of it. Sorry, I'm distracted on here because the trader is sending me a message on here. Sorry, I am in the live session, so I cannot be at 2 places at once. All right, so that's it's on here. So since you guys hear me, if you're anybody who has any question on here as we wait for QQQ to set up, so yeah, so maybe before, yeah, please ask your question in the live chat. There are not that many of you, so I should be able to answer pretty much every single question, right? There are only 5 people, so Mr. Skip, this session, it's we call it for you because you asked yesterday, hey, welcome. The last session that we had has been that far back. So any question that you may have, so for us, we're monitoring 299 on here on QQQ, but I mean there's plenty of time to take the final trade here for the day for QQQ. Again, it's hitting that support, previous support at 299. Is it going to bounce off of it? So as of now, we could be considering even, let's say, in both directions, right? So let me go to the option chain of, I'm doing that on an off screen on here, so I'm not ignoring you guys. So the option chain expiration today for QQQ with the current price being at 299, we can venture to take, let's say, on the call side, 300 calls, they are going for 26 cents. I think that they are too expensive as of now. I'd rather wait. Why? Because this thing has not given us a sense of any direction. It could bounce obviously and go back above the EMA 8, the yellow line, but at the same time, I mean 25 cents under. I will rather pick those calls if they were anything below 10-15 cents. They just, so you can put in an order as of now, a limit order to say, hey, you want the 300 call for 10 cents and see, because as time passes by, right, that's the secret behind trading the QQQ on expiration day. Time make it such that the options get cheaper and cheaper. So hence, no stress whatsoever. We can just wait, be patient. We have an hour and 8 minutes left on here to close the day. So that's what's going on here. On the put side, same thing. The ATR that we can use on here is really going to be, because it has been so tight, right? $1. So the 298 put, the 298 put on QQQ expiring on the 25th. Now you can trade this trade. You can trade it with Wednesday expiration. There's no problem with that. It's just that you have to adjust the strike price you can use our video, how to pick a strike price. That video, it's online on here, and using the fact that the ATR for QQQ, it's about 7. Let's actually check. Yeah, I don't think it has changed that much. The ATR for QQQ is about $7 or so recently. So every time that I come on here, I have to. So indicators, I want to have indicators. Sorry about that noise. Select an indicator. We want average throw range, and I'm using 14 days. All right. So the ATR for QQQ is $7.50. Let's run it up to $7. So if it's $7, we have today and tomorrow. So we reckon then for expiration on Wednesday the 27th. A strike price for QQQ in either direction will be current price plus 2, because we have 2 days time, the ATR does, so $14. So on the call side it could be 310 there, or 312. On the put side 284 to 85, expiring on Wednesday, July the 27th. But I mean, that we know what's going to be happening Wednesday, right? So those are going for 30 cents. The 285 puts for QQQ expiring on the 27th of July, this coming Wednesday, are going for 30 cents. I mean, there's very little movement today already. So what's going to happen on here, it's anybody guess. Are we going to break 299? In which case we look left and we see potential target price. Yeah, if imagine it goes to 296, then those 299 they will be worth $3 or thereabouts. So that would be nice. All right, any questions, folks? This is your opportunity for questions. All right, while we're with questions, I need to drink something. I need to get some water in. Okay, Mr. Skip has no question. Who else is here? JPEG is here, and so we have 4 souls, right? We have a live session, trading session, and we have 4 souls. Yes. All right. Let's just watch QQQ then. Let's see what's QQQ doing. All right, it's dancing around the same area, folks. That has been the theme of this Monday, July the 25th. And very little movement. I mean, I mean, we can talk about that. The only stock that I've actually seen movement, maybe let's switch to that chart very quickly on here on our watch list, is this one. So Miss Elaine, I'm not sure if you are on or that way, since I mean, I can only do this. Okay, so here's Oxy. Oxy gapped up. And the trade was on here. I'm not saying that the trade is over. We're only Monday, right? So plenty of time to go until expiration on Friday. But look at this one. So this one, the confirmation on here is simply a close above VWAP and then it start posting higher high. On top of that, you have a second confirmation level on here, the EMA 8. That is our yellow line. How do we know that? My chart is set up on here. The colors on the right hand side. To see this view on here, you need to click on data window. So that's where anytime that you're hovering on a specific candle, you see the detail update automatically on here. So this was VWAP at the first candle. VWAP was at VWAP stand for volume weighted average price, was at 61.91, and the stock closed on the 15-minute chart as we do at 61.38, and then it proceeded into trying to post higher high. There was some semblance of resistance, and then it broke above that resistance, and since then has just been nicely trending up. The key on here for those new to technical analysis, we have said several times that the direction of the stock can be found by strictly using the EMA 8 as the most recent momentum, and when that most recent momentum crosses above the longer time frame EMA exponential moving average, which is in the green line on here on our chart, guess what? We get a confirmation. So there was a nice trade on the watch list, on the weekly watch list. Those Oxy, we are tracking the 68 calls. They are up 68%, but I reckon, hey, they can definitely go much higher than that. We are only Monday, folks. Yeah, that's that under. So, Miss Elaine, I'm answering your question. I just answered your question live. I'm not sure if you are here. I just answered your question on the live. For sure. Okay, so that's hopefully that's helpful on that. So what do we do in this type of scenario here? So in this type of scenario, if for whatever reason you miss this trade, which again that's a conversation of its own about missing this type of trades, then we can set up an overnight swing trade, because from here, let's go to the daily chart. From here, only two things can happen. Yeah, if I had a penny every single time that I've heard this. On the daily chart, Occidental Petroleum Corporation, this stock is trading at current price of 64.24. However, the upper Bollinger Band is at 64.04, meaning it's right there. When a stock is trying to break out outside of the upper Bollinger, only two things can happen. Either it's going to have enough strength, meaning it will find enough investors, people who want to buy this stock for that way will go higher, or it will face resistance as has done on here previously, and the stock will come down. So by setting up a strangle, the way that for us we set strangles on here, a call and a put, that's what defines a strangle, we stand to benefit from upcoming movement through the rest of the week from a setup like this one. All right, so that's Oxy under. I think we have if there's any other question under, I will be able to answer. Here, let's come back to QQQ. So QQQ, this is the daily chart. The daily chart's currently showing us the yellow line is 298. That's and the stock is trading at 298.74. So is it going to bounce off of that support or just break below it? So we are exactly 1 hour before the end of the regular trading session and an hour and 15 minutes since for QQQ and the ETF that trade the extra 15 minutes. So this is the 15-minute chart on here. Let me make sure that you guys can see. All right. So yellow line give us the direction, right? That yellow line slope EMA 8 is trending down. So, and we just had a relatively big size candle, red bearish candle. So if you ask me on here, at within the next two candles, we are to be able, if there is confirmation, to go, as I'm saying that it's going back, it's trying to go back to 299, we are to be able to test 298. That's just the logical direction on there on QQQ. If things stay the same, there's a selling pressure on here, which after let's say 3 candles of consolidation, they put in a brand new low of the day. So meaning, what I mean by that is that this red candle here at 2:45 Eastern, right? That's actually the lowest closing of any candle this week. Yeah, you can tell me, yeah, but Telex, how about this one at 275? It wasn't a closing. The closing price of this candle, it's actually 299.73. The low was lower, 298.75. We didn't quite reach it here. They stopped at 5 cents from it. So now, definitely, this stock now is in no man's land. It has to be able to tell us either it is going lower, in which case those 298 puts, they may be worth something very shortly, or it will reverse every single time. I just oh my goodness. So now I'm getting a question, how do I get on the live session? I share the link in the main channel, and yet all right, so let me do that. So I need to go find my link. So you know, okay, so copy link. All right, so copy link thing happening. All right, okay, that's done, and we come back here. Okay, so QQQ is back to 299. Okay, here we go. we have seen, for those who are new to trading QQQ, this strategy at the end of the day, we have seen several instances where literally the last 15 minutes could be the candle that actually make a difference into the trading. Meaning right now we are looking at 4 more candles to come, and for me here, if you ask me from a logical perspective, there's the likelihood that this current candle, which will be closing in 12 minutes, will hit to 298. So just because this one on here, this is something that we haven't talked about that much, but and again here, this is a good example of negating that, right? Here they give us conviction that they were coming down, and then they reverse that right away. They being the algorithm, because the algo at this stage, the algo are the one who are piloting where they want QQQ to close. But here in this case now, because at this time the yellow line EMA 8 was really going sideways, right? I mean, it has just crossed down to confirm the bearish momentum. He has crossed down below the VWAP. So here in this case here for me, it's just, hey, posting lower lows and hitting 298 here shortly. So that's what for us we are looking forward on. And we gave you the true strike price if you were to trade the expiration of July 25th, which I'm doing. So for me, I picked up the 299 on here, so they are nicely in the money. But you could use 298 if you're coming in as of now, and you could also use Wednesday expiration, the 27th, and we gave you those strike price, which is simply by taking a look at the ATR. You can use $7 as an ATR for QQQ and multiply that by 2, because we have 2 trading days to that expiration. This is a technique that is described in a video, how to easily pick a strike price using the ATR. We call it the ATR technique from here, if you are new to this. All right, so once we say that, there is a trade that I mentioned to, I think it was Mr. Skip this morning. So this stock, we made good money last week on Alphabet. But this stock was featured in the video that I just posted, which is again the triple bottom. This stock actually, the stock that I'm talking about is Google. It doesn't matter, Alphabet or Google, you pick the one. It's actually on his daily chart. It has a quadruple bottom, folks. Almost. I mean, this is literally a quadruple bottom, right? So one instance, singular. 2 instances, it's the second instance. The third hit at this level, and now a 4th time on here. Given that the earnings for Google, aka Alphabet, are tomorrow after hours, right? So it will be a scenario where somebody could be playing Monday morning quarterbacking to say, oh wow, it was obvious because it was a quadruple bottom and the stock was going to bounce. We don't know that. We don't know that. So, and for me, I do not really trade earnings like that. So trying to guess which direction is going. However, here's what I know that I can do. Because implied volatility will be increasing as time approaches the earning release tomorrow after hours, there is money to be made by just trading the direction. In this case, the direction here has been bearish. So since this morning, this is something that you could have just followed. It hasn't moved that much, let's be honest, right? It haven't moved that much. I mean, it gapped up slightly, puts in a 110.56, and then has just been drifting ever so lower. Now it's trading as its lowest price at 107.32. But I reckon that there is definitely some scalping that can still be done and that you could have started earlier. So tomorrow again, that strategy of scalping before earnings is still available to you and me on Google. And this is for stock that move. We have done this with great success on AMD, Nvidia. So this week with the big hitters, we have Meta, we have Microsoft, we have even Amazon. So definitely that's something that we can use. All right, very quickly, let's go back on here to see is our friend at 298 yet? It's almost there. Come on, QQQ, we count on you. Come on, QQQ, you can do it. Come on, QQQ. Come on. it's almost there, right? So this is a type of trend, and I say that for those who were with us in the Discord, the chart for today looked strangely like last Monday. Let me scroll, look to the left. Last Monday, the sell off on QQQ was late, but I mean, as of now, we haven't really reached those types of level, right? Look how many dollars did we trade between 1:30 p.m. Eastern and the closing. The starting price here was 294.70. We went all the way to 288. So that's $6, folks. So if we are going to be trading $6, we were at, let's say, 300 or so. So we may be hitting 296 today at this stage. And again, right now, it may not look as if there's enough time for it to go there, but I've said it many times, right? The algorithm, they get crazier toward the last 30, toward the last 15 minutes. So patience, it can be of a great virtue on here while you are trading QQQ on a setup such as this one. I mean, they could just, hey, the next candle could be here, hey, all of a sudden they just change direction, start going back up. But if this trend continue, let's be mindful. Definitely trading $1.50 or even $2 within an hour that's left, that's not impossible at all for QQQ. We know that. We know that. We have seen that multiple times. That's the knowledge that I would like to convey to those who join us. Oh my goodness! So somebody must have told a friend or whatever, because all of a sudden we have eight viewers, and well, he's saying that 18 views. I don't know what is saying this thing. So here is saying concurrent viewers. We have 8. Here we have 6, and then it has 18 viewers. So I'm not sure what's going on. So for those new to trading QQQ, at the end of the day, you are looking at a live day trading of QQQ, and the chart on here speaks for itself. It's on a bearish momentum ever since the rejection at 301, which was earlier at 12:45 Eastern. So we have posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles, and 10 candles, over 10 candles. Mind you, the stock has barely moved, folks. $2.50. Yeah. $2.50. That's what's up with QQQ. So the elusive 298, should we reach it? We still have 49 minutes left to try to get there. While we check out the chart for QQQ, because really, for me, I'm giving you traders all the information that's all of the study that's been out, right? So the day before FOMC, which is tomorrow, what do we usually see in terms of trading? Lack of movement. So pretty much, because the big guns, the big institution, they know FOMC will generate a big move, right? So the market tends to be sideways on Tuesday. What does that mean for you and me? It means that we do not take that much risk. We can definitely, I mean, if you have a trade that you want to take as an overnight swing trade, yeah, that's possible. But tomorrow, by let's say 11:30 Eastern at the closing of Germany, pretty much, yeah, that's for me, that will be the end of the trading day until maybe the last hour on QQQ. And because the name of the game is same thing for the most part for Wednesday, right? But for Wednesday, we are going to have an interesting situation, because with Google reporting after hours tomorrow, that's going to directly impact where QQQ open on Wednesday morning. So that will provide a trade for us. We usually trade a gangster trade, either on the stock that had earning itself, meaning this is a strategy that's we teach traders within our Discord room, so I will not elaborate further on that on here today. So 298.36. All right, thank you for whomever put in the two like. Eric Mazazingos, call or put. I have no idea, sir. What I've talked about so many stock, right? So when you put in, Eric, when you put in call or put, what stock are you talking about? For us, we have been mainly sharing the chart of QQQ. I'm not sure if you have looked at the chart of QQQ as of now. It's strictly put, my friend, right? The trend has been going down for a while, so we are still monitoring those 299 puts to see the target that we are expecting on here. With literally this candle, it's almost over. We're trying to see if this stock can hit QQQ can hit 298. It went as low as 298.24 and they stopped it right there. So this is what I like to do at this specific time on here. I like to look at a different time frame. If I go to 1 hour, I see that, all right, fine. We have literally 1 hour left, right? 45 minutes into the regular session plus another extra 15 minutes, right? The extra hours. The lower Bollinger Band is sitting at 297.21. That's for me. You can ask me why, Telex, but naturally, that's the potential target price that I have. So as of now, I'm looking for below 298. We haven't gone there yet. But if you ask me a potential target on here, the bigger time frame here, bigger time frame, because 15 minutes compared to an hour, right? So we have an hour left on here. So they could put in a candle that goes all the way to the lower Bollinger Band, which is currently 297.20. So that's how, for me, I always trade. And for those who are not familiar with my, I don't know, methodology, or when I'm looking at a chart, I look at other time frames and say, okay, fine, what's the next possible support? And again, the reason we say that, because the lower Bollinger Band, one simple way to explain it, it acts as a natural support, right? I challenge, I invite you to study the 15-minute chart or any other time frame of QQQ and look at the movement anytime that QQQ is trading below the lower Bollinger Band. So that's usually a key level under of either take profit or take a reversal type of trade. So this one on here is really it's really tasty, right? Because if you're in this trade right now, it's one of those, oh my god, no, for me, I stick with it. As long as that yellow line is pointing down, I stick with it. If I have enough profit, I could say, like on my 299 put right now, they are just toying with me. They are up 63%. But I know the last, it just take them one candle, right? On one candle, last 15-minute candle, they can just really move it by $2, and that's where the big money is. It comes from trading QQQ late at the end of the day. All right, we have 4 likes. Okay, all right. So it seems as if somebody or some of you think that this guy knows what he's talking about. So I have 4 likes. Thank you for that, Eric. I hope I answer your question. If you're hearing me, because I didn't see a further answer, so I answer the question as if it was pertaining to QQQ. If it's pertaining to a different stock, please do let me know. And just by default, I'm just going to bring us, I mean, this is the only game in town for now. While you guys do that, while we all do that, on my phone, I have, for those who, I told you guys, right, I mostly look at the charts on my phone because I have Webull set up on there. So I really like Webull chart because they are easy to access. So okay, so while we do that, let's try to think of an overnight swing trade on here. The default overnight swing trade, for those who do not know, who are not in our Discord, is a stock. Felix, you're going to give all of the secret. Yes, I'm going to give all of the secrets because there's no secret, right? Whatever things that can make us money. So the default overnight swing trade are what? Are stock from China. Meaning that on Monday, at the end of the day, if you want to take a swing trade, just go with JD. How many times have we made money on JD just taking an overnight swing trade on at the end of Monday? Currently, JD is trading at 62.70. That's irrelevant. But it's in the middle of nowhere. So if I look at the contract on here, let's start expiring on July the 29th. The 60 put, they are too expensive. Yeah, 57 cents is too expensive for me. And then somebody react like, what? This guy is saying that 57 cents is too expensive. Yes. So the 59 puts on JD as a swing trade, they are going for 37 cents bid and 47 cents ask. That's decent. Yeah, when I say expensive, my reference point is 50 cents typically. But I can't trade contract above $1. Don't get me wrong, folks. It's just that's what I usually like. So on the call side, JD 67 calls. Yeah. The delta is 14%. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Those 67 calls for JD, the bid is 27 cents. 25 cents, and the ask is 29 cents, hence making it a middle price of 27 cents. All right, so that's another possibility on there. So if you are here for the first time, do not go about saying that, oh, this guy doesn't give free trades, right? I mostly teach on here. That's the purpose of our Discord. But when we do this type of live, I do analysis, and I've asked again, if you are just coming now, you can ask me to analyze the chart for you or anything. That's what these live sessions are for, while we are waiting for our good friend QQQ to determine our end of the day profit on here on the 299 puts or the 298 puts. Are they going to go into the money or not? So that's how do they say in French? The French people, they say, oh, c'est ce qui me retient ici. Meaning that's the only thing that's holding me here. Yes, I do speak French, in case you have not picked that up. In a galaxy far away, French actually used to be my first language. That has been, oh my friend, yeah, that tells you how old, how of an old timer I am, right? So, all right, QQQ, come on, people, what are they doing? What are they doing here? This is just the type of nonsense that's we don't like. So they go in, puts in a low, and the slope of the yellow line is still pointing down, but yet it's now showing you that green candle as if to say, okay, are they going to bounce off of it? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Actually, at this stage, puts can be very cheap. Calls can be very cheap on QQQ as well, but should they decide to move, right? Should they decide to move? Because as of now, why here I tell traders that I'm nowhere near to panic to say, oh, if I have puts, I want to sell them. Why? Because the yellow line, the EMA8 here, is going to act as a natural resistance for this thing. So if you are ever in a trade that has a downtrend like this, with the yellow line, the price being below the EMA8, you have to wait really that, hey, there is a confirmation of a reversal, like here. I mean, they did it here, right? This candle, they did it here. Then this one here, the problem with when you're in this type of scenario, then you have all of these other resistance indicators that are going to act as resistance. And eventually, after this nasty sideways, they find themselves now in the predicament where we are in right now. So, and again, they're still playing games because they want for the nth time go back and touch 299 again. So that's just the way that QQQ trade, folks. There is no recipe that I can give you to say other than just standing your ground to say, okay, fine. If they're going to do this, and we are just willing to stick around, wait, and trust me, it can be demoralizing if you are a trader who looks at every single click and you're looking at the dollar amount on your account shifting. Because like right now, my position on those 299 puts pretty much not from 65%. I told you that they were up. Now they are just at 10%, 8%, 4%, and they are going to go literally flat in a few minutes if this thing goes above 299. That's part of trading. That's part of trading. Just have to stick into a trade, especially when you know what the potential of the trade is. Because if this stuff decides to go to 298, my friend, those contracts are going to pay. Right now, they do not seem to be ready to do that. But with this thing, it's when you least expect it that actually it does something. So that's just the nature of trading QQQ toward the end of the day. In the meantime, what can I do? I can go and look at level 2 on my Webull level 2 to try to see buyers and sellers who has the upper hand. There are more buyers. Obviously, the price has been going up. We went as low as 298.30, but the price has been going up a little bit. So meaning that some buyers have come in, but we are still below that moving average. So for now, we chill and we wait. We await what they have in store for us. 36 minutes toward the end of the regular closing session. And we can there's an extra 15 minutes for extra hour for QQQ on there. Let's see what else on here. So we already talked about our default overnight swing trade. Oh, a chart that's okay. Well, maybe that's another. I mean, a lot of stock have just been sneaky today. This stock, the chart that we're about to look at right now, let's start with its daily view. The daily view on B1, it's B1 meet. Yeah. It actually features, if we are very generous, we can say it features a triple bottom. Okay, triple bottom pattern. I guess that will be the talk of the summer, right, for Telex. Why? One touch here at $22.50. What day was this? On May the 12th. Then on May the 24th, another touch at $22.20. Then here a bunch of touches around June 13th. And then another one on here, so quadruple bottom for our friend B1. And since then, but on top of that, so miscellaneous. Remember the crossover we talked about this past weekend? This is on the daily chart of B1, right? So this is it here. It happened. When did it happen? July 1st. So meaning after the weekend. Confirmation here on July the 5th. And where the stock was able to go from $25, yeah, the open on that day, all the way. I mean, there is some sideways here on the week, but this trade, I mean, this trade is where you take 2-3 weeks, right, on there, and it went all the way to $39. Now, over the last couple of days, the last few days, what have we seen here? Resistance at $38. How do I say that? Because on this day, let's start here. On July the 19th, it couldn't get past. The highest price was $37.80. Then the next day, the highest price was $38.57. We closed at $37.17. Then the third consecutive day of rejection at $38. Yeah, it's a rejection. Why is it a rejection? Granted, the price, the high of the day was at $39.39, but the close was still below $38. That's how you know that a stock is facing resistance. And since then, this is what happened Friday on July the 22nd, and today, big candle on here where it's breaking below the EMA 8, right? If the slope of this EMA 8 start coming toward the EMA 20, the EMA 8 is the yellow line, then we have a further confirmation. So today, it's making, I mean, the stock is down minus 10%, but those option contracts, they are paying, how much are they paying? The 30 puts on our watch list, yeah, I can reveal our watch list. I have nothing to hide. The 30 puts on our watch list, they are up 112% for those who are monitoring the watch list, and they are still cheap, right? Relatively cheap. This is a stock that has a relatively high implied volatility, because normally if a stock is down minus 10.47%, you are to expect that the weekly contract they will be paying more than just 100%. But that's the nature of the game here on a Monday. Hence. We shall see where it finishes later on this week. All right, so that's the other. Pretty much, I've pretty much gone into every single stock that's moving or any single opportunity that's moving at this stage, right? So I come back here on QQQ. The only thing that I haven't done, I didn't go to our master scanner on FinViz to see exactly the broader markets, what sectors and what specific stock are moving. All right, so here's QQQ. It is 12:28 Pacific time, meaning it is 3:28 Eastern time. The market will be closing in exactly 32 minutes, the regular session, notwithstanding the extra 15 minutes for after hours for this. So anybody gets on here of what QQQ has in store for us? We are still below the yellow line, meaning here for me as a put holder, I am not going anywhere. I'm staying put. The pun is intended. All right. I don't know. I come back to this screen because typically when I stay on the chart, then there's a question that I tend to miss. So I'm just going to stick to this screen because this screen is the one that is dictating the price of QQQ to close the day here on Monday, July the 25th. This is the live day trading session for the end of the day on here. I reckon I may have promised Mr. Skip that we will be doing a live trading session, but my friend, there have to be viewers because it's just really no motivation for me to be doing this. So for Wednesday, what was the reason for us for doing? Oh, the FOMC. Okay, so the FOMC starts at 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. So the idea will be to come on live just before that. So meaning we could start the broadcast at 1:50. Yeah. Because we know what to expect. Yeah, we know what to expect. Madness is what we're expecting on that day. Okay, so let's see then. I think maybe it will attract more people. Yeah, it will attract more people because that video on the FOMC, there are a lot of comments on there of people, of traders who have been seeing it, and voila, oh my goodness, this guy is into something on here. While QQQ still not willing to take us to 298 that we have been expecting. You can see a little bit on here. Let me hover over that and give you the exact number. The lower Bollinger Band is trending down. That's usually a good sign, right? Because it acts as support. So if it is trending down, that means the price, they can allow the price to follow along. As I say that, we hit 298.50 and then now 298.72. They are just dancing, folks. So the lower Bollinger Band on the previous candle, the 3:15 p.m. candle, the convention on here is that the beginning of the candle takes the time of that. So when you see 9:30, that's mean the candle start at 9:30 Eastern, the opening of the market, and close it at 9:45. So this candle on here started at 3:15 Eastern and closed at 3:30 Eastern. So the VWAP under, I'm reading it on the right hand side, the color is orange for VWAP. That was 300, no, VWAP. I'm looking at the lower Bollinger Band right now. The lower Bollinger Band is purple or purple, 298.43, and then on the current candle, it is at 298.25. It came down by just a tiny little bit. All right, the last 30 minutes, QQQ. The last 30 minutes. If you go to the option chain of QQQ, that's really that's congratulations if you have been patient and not to take any trade on here. So where are the 298 puts, meaning expiring? Let me change the expiration dates on here. I'm looking at it from a different screen, folks. That's why I'm not looking at 298. They are 17 cents. Yeah, the 298 puts right now, they are decent to trade. 17 cents. I reckon that they're most likely going to touch 10 cents the way that this thing is going. So you can be patient and put in a limit order for 10 cents. If they really decide to dump this on the last candle, that 10 cents, my friend, you can turn it into 50 cents. That is the secret behind this strategy and being patient. Conversely, if they decide to rally, and for us, a rally on here, what can we trade the rally with? You can trade the rally with the 300 calls. The 300 calls right now, folks, they are 5 cents on the bid and 6 cents on the ask. Yeah, that's perfect. That type of a day under. So 298 puts, 300 calls to see which direction. Because right now, for the last 45 minutes, I've been going sideways. So this algorithm, they need to decide, pick a direction, And if you take that strangle, then you stand to make money in either direction that they decide to go. And the beauty with that strangle, because we are taking it so late in the last 30 minutes like this, the winning side will always overshadow your loss on the opposite direction. That's a little secret on there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we just have a spammer, folks. Naked HD. Okay, I shouldn't be writing this. So how do I go about blocking this person? Put user in timeout. Okay, put user in timeout. Okay, I can't do that. Oh my goodness. Message deleted by successful trading. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, remove. Yeah, I mean, there are people out there, before I even post a video, the moment that I post a video, there are already comments that have nothing to do with the video. So yeah, I guess spamming has taken a brand new level in 2022. Okay, hopefully I got rid of the person. So that's a remove. Yeah, I want to remove and I want to report. Sorry about that, folks. How to decide what strike price and date to choose. A quick summary maybe on how to do it so quick. All right. Okay. So there is no such thing as a quick summary, my friend, on this one. There is actually a video. It's 8-minute video. So meaning, hopefully, if you think that that question is important, I'm hoping that you can spare 8 minutes, because in that 8 minutes you're going to have the full detail, and there is actually a template. Yeah, there is a template that you will be able to use on how to do that. So I'm searching. I'm copying the video link here for you. So Jay, here is the video. Here is the video on how to pick a strike price. So the technique that's used is called the Atr technique. You saw me illustrate it for QQQ earlier, but when I suggested the Wednesday expiration one. So Control V, and this should do it. So here's that video. The video, it's 8 minutes something, I believe. There is an Excel spreadsheet in the description, which is going to help you at any point of time for any stock. You have to find the ATR and count the number of days toward your chosen expiration. So you always choose your expiration. We know in option trading that the further away the expiration, the more expensive the contracts are going to be, right? So that's now the trade-off. You will be able to balance it out by choosing a strike price that may be further out of the money. So that's how you do it. So for everybody, that video that I posted is the single easiest way how you can pick an option strike price using the ATR indicator. Okay, so back to QQQ. Oh my goodness, talk about boredom. Yeah, I don't make up when we make money trading QQQ, folks. I know that the opportunity exists, and I told traders that, hey, it's never a matter of when I think that I'm going to be making money that I'm making money. Au contraire, as a matter of fact, my experience shows that every single time that I do a live trading session on here, yeah, the market never moves. Hey, don't get me wrong. Because if the market is moving, then we have the opportunity to teach a great deal. So, and that has been no, actually, that's not every single time. Somebody, there's at least one trader here who could remind me that on March the 5th, 2021, we did an entire day of trading session where the market was just moving like crazy. Some of you in the Discord, you remember that because we made a lot of money that day. March the 5th, the video is recorded on the live video, right? It's a 6 hours and 15-minute video or whatever. So knock yourself out. Next time that there's nothing for you to watch on Netflix. There's never anything to watch on Netflix. Yeah. So then you can watch that video or part of it because there is a great deal onto one of those live videos that we make today. I mean, Really, literally, we have been stuck in a range of barely $4 for a stock that's supposed to have a $7 ATR. So it didn't work out like last week. So at this stage on here, we are going in the last 15 minutes. The only thing left here is just strictly Lotto to be able to say, okay, what is this thing? Could it do Lotto? But really, for me, I'm disappointed with whatever QQQ is doing here, because it's just, I mean, the setup is there, there's the stock, but that's just so many sideways. Because look at here, we spent 45 minutes after we posted the lowest price of this candle was 299.53. We spent 45 minutes where we didn't go anywhere. Then a big break. So in that, by that token, then maybe Telex is gonna say, hey, Telex, don't give up right now, because if the same pattern repeats itself after this current candle closes, we can expect that they're gonna put in another big candle. But my problem is that time, my friend, is not on our side, right? Unless we put just a little tiny bit of money. So for me, my 299 puts on there, there was decent money to be made on it. Well, decent, okay money to be made on it. 63% is nothing to write home about, but that's so hence this is the reason why, right? A trader who could decide that, okay, because the market is not really moving that much on a given day, they pick a different expiration, a further away expiration. So in that case, for us, instead of using today expiration, same day expiration, using July 27 or even Friday 1, then we can shield ourselves from this nonsense sideways. The only drawback is that, well, there's no drawback really. It's more of a trade-off, right? So further expiration, contract costs more, but then we can pick a strike price that's further away because we have more time. That's really just the name of the game. So another day where a live trading session didn't yield the expected results just because the market is not moving. It's completely out of my control, folks. I tried. Yeah, back to 299. No kidding. And this is something that, I mean, as we know, again, as a reminder, the FOMC week tends to play out like this. Just because the market makers, they are fully aware of what's to expect. All right, so let's see here. A test at the Euro line EMA 8. Will it bounce or will it be another rejection? Because now, at 299, if somebody goes to buy the 298 puts, then they stand a great chance, and then in reverse, of course, they stand a great chance of making money. If rather it is the 300 calls expiring today, earlier we told you that they were 5 cents. Right now the bid is 7 cents. So there is money already on there. There is a tiny bit of money made on there. But the chart is saying that there is resistance at that yellow line. So for me, at that yellow line, still perfect time for those 298 puts. They are going for 7 cents bid and 8 cents ask. Price is pushing up on the yellow line, that EMA, but so far hasn't been able to cross it. If it gets rejected, while it's doing that, notice what's happening, folks. The lower Bollinger Band is trending lower. So now it's 298. Let's see here. It was 298.32. It's just not by that much. So 299.15. Either side on here, it's about to prove right? So 15 minutes to go. Stock is trading, QQQ is trading flat at 299 thereabout. Are they going to rally to 300? 300 is the green line. The green line is 299.76. Or are we going to finish with a big flush with a big red candle, in which case they go back to 298. But while all of that happening, if you are holding contract, all of that sideways is that theta decay is definitely eating up on the premium. And that's just the unfortunate nature of trading late on expiration day on here. Lack of movement makes it that it's not conducive to making money. Oh my goodness, he's back again. Stop watching the stream. Oh my goodness, I thought I reported this. Hide user from this channel. Oh Jesus. Okay. Putting user in timeouts is not the way to go. Thank you for the likes, folks. Thank you for those who gave us the like. We appreciate it. So hopefully that will be a signal to YouTube about the quality of the content on this channel on here. We're trying. We're trying. Alright, 229.15. So at this stage, I mean, it's one of those 10 minutes to go. I've witnessed things even with 7 minutes to go that they can make a big move. But are they winning today? The more time passes by, the less likely that happens to be. So for here, if you ask me here, hey Telex, what can you trade here? My trade on here, I have the choice. I go and just say, okay, fine. The resistance is right there. So 299 puts, 299 puts are going for 27 cents. So are they going to make them? If they continue to go sideways, obviously as time passes by, they're gonna get cheaper. If I can get into the 299 puts, which are literally on top of being in the money, right, for 20 cents, hey, good deal. That's how I could be trading on here. With a stop loss, in this case, yeah, the stop loss will be so tight because hey, we don't want to give them money bits. And here we go. As I say that, 299.27, which is higher than the yellow line EMA 8 at okay, the current indication, because I'm hovering onto this candle which is way in the past, right? The current EMA 8 is this one here, right? So 297.17. $299.34, $299.36, but really, are they really doing it? I can tell you one thing. on Wednesday FOMC about this time, it's not going to be. We're not going to be dealing with such tiny candles. That's not just what algos are used to around FOMC. If anything, they will be having a feast. There will be a tug of war between the bulls and the bears over the control of the U.S. equity market come FOMC statement on Wednesday, July the 27th, which is literally less than 48 hours from now. All right, 299.52. So at least a trade is making money in here, right? The 300 calls that we talked about when we were looking at them when it was dealing with 299 and below, there were 5 cents. We did mention that. So as of now, last time then we took a check. They were at 7 cents. Now they're trading at 15 cents bid and 18 cents ask. And literally this thing, it's just menacing in the last 9 minutes on here to go back to 300. This is QQQ at its best or at its worst, no, depending on how you want to go about it. So that end of the day trade, if sideways are really prominent, you take a struggle and you stand a great chance to make money on QQQ trading either way. So yeah, the market just found buyers. Excellent. While pretty much on the downtrend the entire day, buyers now, they decide to show up. This is the perfect time for them to be buying. What's not to like? What's not to like? Okay, so now let's just take technicality on here. So resistance at yellow line EMA 8, if the stock is above it. Next resistance level, the green line. And remember what we said, right? The direction of the stock is determined by the direction of the yellow line, the recent momentum. Notice how over the last 3 candles here, 45 minutes, the slope of that yellow line actually became from trending down to being flat. That's how you know, as a trader, as a day trader, as a technical analysis, a trader who rely on technical analysis instead of anything else. Yeah, the chart has to speak with you. The chart has to tell you that, hey, something different is happening. I mean, sometimes we know, madness can just ensue, but typically, really, technical analysis tends to work 65 to 70% of the time, which is not bad. I challenge anybody, any process out there. I'm an engineer, trust me, I know about processes. So if you are doing any type of processes out there, and you say that your success rate is 65%, that's pretty good, depending on, because 65, you're right, 65% of the time in trading, my friend, you can make a lot of money. You can make a living out of that. 299.86, so it's almost a done deal. The only question left on here is how quickly they are going to go and touch 300. And by my own reckoning, let's see on here. So this candle, the view upon it is 329. They most likely will touch it and just reverse back very quickly, because they don't want to be giving all of that good money away to people who were smart enough to take the 300 calls when they were at 5 cents. How much are they now? The 300 calls, 18 cents. Not too shabby. So 5 cents to 18 cents, folks. Let's be real. This is over 200%, right? So when people ask the question again, hey, how much money do I need to trade QQQ option? Or how much money can I make trading QQQ options? Here's a 200% trade on here on these 3 candles. And you didn't have to. Okay, Miss Lateral Clark. All right, my good friend. I didn't see you first. I don't know who is who on here. So she just said that, okay, 4 times on the 300 call. But the question is, Miss Lateral, were you trading them? Because this strategy has your name all over it, right? Those 300 calls, we call them out, no pun intended. The 299.97, and here now they are in the money. The bid is 28 cents, the ask is 31 cents. and it's going to touch 300 in 1, 2, 3. Is making me a liar. Okay, you guys, we can see the price here. So sometimes I tell you guys, looking at the chart, I can see the price because of the way that I set up my oh, you guys cannot see that. Okay, so all the way to the top I can see the price, but I mean you guys can see the screen, but for me I can see the on the screen that I'm projecting onto this live, the price is on the top there, 299.91. So yeah, okay, 300.01. They just did it for a brief second. Congratulations if anybody took those trade, those call trade on QQQ. At the time, the strangle, I think the strangle was worth, the cost of the strangle was 12 cents. Yeah, if you're making 28 cents on this one, you still come ahead. That's how you trade QQQ for the end of the day strategy. And you have 3 opportunities to do this on a weekly basis: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We have documented this. This is no longer a secret on here for many of our traders. It was really peculiar, but it didn't come as a surprise, right? We saw that coming all along, right? So this it had to be one of the 2 ways: either come down further to 298 or go back to 300. So congratulations if you were able to take advantage of that live. Yes, just like you said, perfect. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You have no idea. And this, my friend, there is 200%, 300% on just a simple trade like this. At the end of the day, they can add up. I can tell you that they can add up on QQQ. Meaning, you literally just say, okay, you can take another strategy that we trade at the beginning of the day, but just be patient, wait as late as possible. QQQ is bound to give you at least 1 or 2 opportunity each week where the gains just go wow. The gain being multiple baggers. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about just a few dollars here and there. Multiple baggers, meaning from that point on, you're in position to start scaling after you're ready, and then your confidence, you will be growing in confidence in just the ability for you to decipher when to enter the trade, right? So this is something that we just spent time on here doing live today. So, and that's what we teach the traders in our subscription program inside of our Discord room. For those who are wondering what happened in the Discord room. All right, 2 minutes to the close. Thank you everybody for following. Congratulations. And Wednesday, just before 2 p.m., I will send the link for the next live show on here. Hope you learned something out of it. That's really the key, the ultimate goal, right? Being able to learn the skills on how to become a successful trader. With this simple, I'm not saying that they're easy, but they're simple enough strategies. And now look at how they're showing off, because they know that the market is closed, right? So the market is closing in 1 minute. Now they're showing off. The algo are just going to be pushing that price on QQQ as much as possible. So the 300, there is way past there in the money right now. They've scared everybody and their sister. The contract are worth 32 cents. They just at the bid price. So 38 cents now, folks. 40 cents, the 340 cents, 41 cents on the 300 calls on here to close on expiration day on July the 25th. Wow, 46 cents, 47 cents, even the spike briefly. Oh my goodness, this is how the game is done. So this is how the game is done. So excellent, everybody. Have a great day tomorrow. Tomorrow, the trading for us is going to be very light, right? Because again, we know these algorithms, they are preparing for madness on Wednesday on FOMC. So the trading is going to be very light tomorrow. We have our watch list. if there's any opportunity on there. I didn't check if there was stock that had earning after hours that could be gangster strategy trade tomorrow. If that's the case, no problem. I will unveil them in the pre-market, and we will go from there. So let's see here. Who has earning after hours worth any gangster trade tomorrow? I don't. But in any case, that's not a problem. We will find out in the pre-market anyway. I don't see anything on here. Okay, thank you everybody, and we see you again on Wednesday. For those who are not in our Discord, for those who are on the Discord, you can questions, or during your coaching session we'll be able to address whatever that you need clarification. Thank you.